Welcome back, fellow humans, as we are all set up for our next exhibition show. The Igloo Proving Grounds and Beaverworx Diecast Racing doing the next Pebble path. 4 more vehicles on top to try out our medium range off-road course this week. These vehicles have all been here before, and we are using in-house drivers so far because we have no idea what's going to happen.
Vehicles.
Matchbox Ford F-150 Raptor SVT.
From the 2020 Top Gun 5-pack, there has been 8 modified versions of this casting, and we have sent its sister ship with the big 8 on the side of it down the Stone Road in its early days.
Hot Wheels Ford Ranger Raptor.
3 out of 10 from the 2020 Speed Graphics series. There has been 6 different versions of this thing since 2019. Not a stranger to the Stone Road, but new to the Pebble path. See how it does.
Greenlight 2014 Jeep Wangler.
From the Running on Empty series number 10, this is gray on black Falcon tires badging. I hope I said that right. I don't want to get any explicit language burns for the channel. Other than that, heavy and an awesome looking casting.
Matchbox Volvo V60 Wagon.
Obviously just spraying the board with the entries today. This is the second Matchbox and the second rubber tire contestants. We can see pretty good weight, pretty good length, pretty good wheelbase. We'll see how it does.
Double path.
Here it is, folks, the 4th operational track inside of the Igloo Proving Grounds footprint. This is 243 centimeters, or the full 8 feet long of old service road that all of the construction workers said it would be a good mid-range course, and we listened to them.
Run one.
Here we go, D. Darrell in the Matchbox F-150 Raptor. We'd be lying to you if we tell you that these guys haven't been running up and down this course to make sure it's even anything good, and they're loving it. Here he goes, he's flying down through. This is where we get into the log section. Then through there, pulls it off with an 11.19 second time. You can see where it's not as bumpy, not as big the rocks as the Stone Road. This is the medium style course. We expecting some better speeds. Igloo replay you can see coming around the top corner, over top of the little jump, down through the real loose snow, ice, and crap down through the middle there. It's hard to pull through. Getting that 4-wheel drive action up on top of the logs, all nice and laid out there, gets on top of them, little still bumps, gets them sideways, then out the other end, all the way down through the snow trap at the bottom. Still a good time, a good run, 11.19 in the Matchbox Raptor.
Run two.
Here's the Hot Wheels Raptor going for Rashadi R, trying out the track this time. This very truck made the first or second run on the Stone Road, not exactly sure. Still going good. Gets a little slowed down in the loose stuff, gets on top of the logs, gives us a big run out the back at a 13.15 second time. Not too bad. Checking out the end cam there. Gets a good front view coming down through there. We're still working on camera angles. We're still working on this whole track. Kind of came out of nowhere. Here is Rashadi taking that Hot Wheels Ford Ranger Raptor down the course. Apparently there's a difference in between the F-150 Raptor and the Ranger Raptor. Raptor just turning into a name. Apparently there's going to be a Bronco Raptor. Here he is down over top of the logs. Took a few seconds to crawl up on top of those, getting through the loose stuff, and then on to that section can be tricky. Coming out the bottom side over top of the finish line and into the snow trap at the bottom. Good run there by Rashadi R inside of the Hot Wheels Ford Raptor.
Run three.
All right, here we go. First of the rubber tires in that big Falcon Jeep. Cindy 6-pack's going to take it down. First run. Look at that thing. Is awesome looking Jeep, and make the rubber tires are doing great. All the way down through the midsection over top of the logs. Going to pull off a good time. 12.03 isn't too bad at all. That rubber tire Jeep is impressive coming down the whole Pebble path. This thing is unmodified. None of the vehicles so far have been modified going down through here. We haven't added any weight or did the epoxy tire trick on this. This is basically right out of the package. We have had this particular Jeep down the stone road in the early days when it was not the fat tire version. This whole track is just to make up for the loss of track vehicles that we can run. Now we got them over here. We got the full complement back again. Cindy six-pack in the Jeep making it look good here in the super slow-mo over top of the line. Good job. Love to see that Jeep in action. Love to see the new course we have going on here in action. Looks like Pebble Path is going to be in regular rotation. Cindy six-pack gets a 12.03 in that Greenlight Jeep.
Run 4.
Kowalski. Okay, folks, I think the logic here is to have another rubber-tired vehicle that has gone down one of the tracks here at the Igloo Proving Grounds. This Volvo did not make it on the jump, so we're going to try it on this track to see if it does. He's up on top of the log. This is Kowalski. He has a magic way of making things happen. 14.46. But he makes it in the Volvo V60. Still not too bad at all for doing it in a four-door family wagon with rubber tires. Igloo replay, let's check this out. Off the ramp he gets, still coming around that top bend, going to bury it in nose and scrape the frame rails to get over top of that first little peak, and then he's down. It's all nothing but throttle through all that deep stuff. He's sliding from one side over to the other side, gets up on top of the logs, just gives her through there. He knows he's got to get some momentum up to get through the halfway section there, and then out the bottom and to make it over top of the line. All right, great big huge run. Nice job done by Kowalski. Nobody else could have pulled that off. 14.46 and a grocery getter. First round results, we've got the Volvo V60 Wagon, 14.46, Greenlight Jeep, 12.03, that's the rubber tires. The Rangers, 13.15 for the Hot Wheels, 11.19 for the Matchbox D Daryl inside there. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and there is even a super thanks option. Try that out.
Run 5.
All right, here we go. Second run for the F-150 Raptor. Matchbox D Daryl inside there. Out of the ramp is good. He is going fast. Over top of the peak, down through this rough stuff, over top of logs. He's flying. What a great time. 9.68. Nice job. Beautiful looking casting. I love the black on that one. Down from the front cam right into the snow pit at the end. Great job. Igloo replay checking it out. Nice and bouncy coming out, going around that first corner. Going over top of the peak. Down the big straightaway through all of the loose. On top of the logs, he didn't even feel that transition there. He's just flying right through there, keeping it nice and straight. Gets a little sideways, gets his tail end knocked way up in the air, brings it back down, keeps it under control, gets it into the trap at the end. 9.68.
Run 6.
Second run for Rashadi R in the Hot Wheels Ranger Raptor. Let's see how he does on this one. Good off the start around the first bend. Getting some good speed through there. He's over top of the edge, but got a little slowed down in the loose stuff there. Still making a good time. 11.45 over top of the line at the end. Beautiful looking casting. That is a used truck. We have had it a few times on a few different tracks. Came down the stone road back in the day before it was the fat tire version. Talking about that earlier on. Coming down around the first bend and over top of the peak. Down that flat straightaway through all of the loose stuff. He got a little bit slowed down. Got a little bit sideways. Almost did make it up to the logs. He still got it though. No problem. Rashadi R, he knows what he's doing. Gets it down over top of the sideways logs and over top of the line. Down into the loose trap at the end. Always willing to put on a show. Time 11.45.
Run 7.
Here we go, second run in the Jeep Wrangler Cindy six-pack, taking the rubber tire contestant down the Pebble Path, second run here. Rubber tires are doing amazingly well on the Pebble Path here. Over top of the aggregate, over top of the logs, no problem, over top of the sideways section and out the end. She is good with an 11.25 time. Look at that Jeep sitting there. That thing looks awesome. Great casting from Greenlight. They always do excellent jobs on their stuff. Checking out the Igloo replay coming down off of the ramp into the aggregate, coming around the first corner. No problem. That Jeep is handling it all, coming over top of the peak, making it look super simple and easy. That extra weight, 50 grams right there. Once you get momentum, it's hard to stop. Through the deep stuff, over top of the logs, no problem. Nice job, Cindy Six-Pack, hanging on to that right over top of the line at the end and into the trap. Good job. 12.03 and made it look awesome.
Run 8.
All right, here we go. Kowalski in the Volvo V60 wagon, second run, last run of the day. He's down on the ramp, making a little bit better time there, makes it over top of the edge a little bit better, gets hung up in the deep stuff just before the logs, but he pulls through, gets up on his side a little bit. He is over top of the end with a 14.98. Wow, that's even longer than the last run. Still was able to make it to the end. Kowalski pulling it off in the grocery getter, the four-door family wagon. Checking out the Igloo replay. Yep, doesn't matter what kind of vehicle it is, Kowalski will plow right through everything. Seems like it's a habit that he's had for years. Coming over top of the lip right there, through the deep stuff, you gotta keep it just matted. He's bouncing off of both sides again, almost loses it right there, almost gets buried. Able to pull himself up onto those logs. That Volvo pulled through. Nice job. Gets a little sideways there, up on its edge. Down over top of the final section and over top of the line. That's the way you do it. Pebble Path run 14.98 for the Volvo. Kowalski driving. Final results for the day. Volvo comes in with the 14.46. Jeep Wrangler 11.25 gets the best time for the rubber tires. The Rangers Hot Wheels gets the 11.45. Matchbox 9.68. That gives it to D. Darrell in the Matchbox F-150 Raptor. Check that thing out. That was the fastest time of the day. Fastest time for the rubber tires goes over to Cindy Six-Pack in that Greenlight Jeep. That thing looks awesome. Oh, there's the results for the day today on the Pebble Path. We're going to start bringing in guest drivers to play over here in the next couple of races. As soon as we finish working out the rest of the bugs we need to with this track. All right. Big track shout-outs this week. You know, we got Chaos Canyon down there with the Diecast Racing news, and Canyon Outlaws we're still participating in down there. Redline Derby Racing, good website to check out all of the information you need in the Diecast Racing world. And most of all, as usual, thanks all of you for watching our stuff from Beaverworx Diecast Racing. We will see you next time.